Welcome all sports fans. I'm Dolph Jackson, one of the hosts of the Come On In Sports Network, a brand new sports network catered to sports heads like yourselves. Here on the Come On In Sports Network, we'll be covering the latest topics and current sporting news from around the world, such as baseball, football, basketball, and more. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, and come on in.
The Come On In Sports Network.
It's late, baby. It's late. So let your boy start it all over again. Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat. Sit back. Relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink and let's talk. Saint football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. Family, family, family. The doors are now open. So come on in. I'm Dolph Jackson. This is your Saints Juice of the Day morning, but we doing it with a little twist. We're actually live tonight, and we will be re-airing this episode at 9:30 a.m. Central tomorrow morning. With that being said, I see we got family in the building. All the way from the West Coast, Eric Wallace, how you doing? Come on in. Misdemeanor Crimes, how you doing? Come on in. My brother Slim South 504. Slim, how you doing? Come on in. Who else we got here? Who else in the house? He's everywhere. Uncle Jerry, how you doing? Come on in. Actually, Jerry is live, baby. I'm live right now. Booker Rankin, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. Again, family, we're live now, and this show here will re-air at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Thank you all for being here. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Been a long day, man. Yeah, late night special, Jerry. There you go. Yeah, it's a late night special, baby. It's a late night special, man. All right, family. My brother. What's up, nephew? Mozzie, how you doing? Come on in. I see you, nephew. What's going on, baby? Thank you for being here. My brother J-Live, how you doing? Come on in. You know what time it is. Yeah, I know because I'm here doing it. I know what time it is. But listen, family, let's get down to it, man. Let's start with the X Factor. And you all know, we deemed him the X Factor last year. And I'm talking about none other than the one and only Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is looked to be this season is looking like Taysom Hill's role is going to be more defined. He's gonna be involved more. It seems like Clint Kubiak has a very special plan for Taysom Hill. He even went out to Taysom's home and met with him and sat down with him to let him know just what he plans to do for him to take advantage of his significant talents. So with that being said, ESPN and our great writer over there, ESPN, Catherine Terrell, wrote the article about the one and only Taysom Hill. In this, Catherine Terrell wrote, Taysom Hill has gone into multiple off seasons without a clear picture of what the New Orleans Saints want him to do when the games begin. When new offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak joined the team in February, one of his first takes was to outline Hill's role for 2024. After a sit down, Hill said he came away from the conversation feeling super positive about the team's vision for the veteran. So Clint Kubiak does what? He goes and talks to the X Factor, Taysom Hill, and we named him the X Factor for a reason. When Taysom Hill touches the ball 10 or more times, 10 or more times a game, the Saints have one of the 90-something% win percentage. Simply put, as I told you, Taysom Hill can put his will on a game. He can take over a game. Taysom Hill was not used properly by last year's offensive staff. And no slight at him, it's just the truth. They did not use Taysom Hill correctly. They didn't use Alvin Kamara correctly. Hell, some of the time, Hill and Kamara were on the sidelines on a big third down. Well, Kubiak, he's not going that route. In fact, Taysom said talking about Clint said, I feel like Clint came in and had a really clear, distinctive vision of what we were going to be offensively, and how good we can be. I feel like he came in and has coached with a ton of detail, which has been really nice. Man, I'm telling you, if we read between these lines, these are shots at I don't care how you look at it. I feel like he came in and has coached with a ton of detail, which has been really nice. I love the way that he's approached it. I feel like I'm a detail-oriented guy. I like to know what to do versus different looks, and that's very much how he coaches. A clear vision doesn't necessarily mean just one focus for Hill, who has had an evolving role in the offense since he was claimed off Green Bay's roster in 2017. As Hill entered his 8th NFL season, he knows there are more surprises in store with Kubiak and the new scheme. It's been a lot of fun, Hill said. It's weird to say after 7 years of doing what I've been doing that I'm being asked to do things that I've never done before. So there are things Taysom is saying, hey, you're going to see me in a different role. You're going to see me doing things that I've never done before. So we won't just see him in the QB running the QB power. It's going to be more diverse. But I think that is exciting. That is exciting to me, and it's challenging, and I love to be challenged like that. Challenged. Is this the second person that says they love to be challenged? Clint Kubiak is challenging them with this new offensive scheme, and they like to be challenged. Taysom goes on to say, I'm grateful for those guys for creating unique opportunities and fun opportunities for me. Hill was initially a co-special team player, a jack of all trades for a few seasons, and then a potential starting quarterback when he competed with Jameis Winston for the starting role in 2021. Hill lost out on that role in training camp that year. In 2022, Coach Dennis Allen moved him to tight end. His tight end label only lasted a year. The Saints moved him back to quarterback in 2023, likely done to take advantage of a new rule that allows teams to play a third quarterback who was listed inactive on game days if the two other quarterbacks can't play. What will Hill do in 2024? Perhaps only Kubiak and Hill truly know. Even tight ends coach Clancy Barone say he didn't know if Hill would spend most of the season in the tight ends room. I wish I knew the answers. Barone stayed with a smile. Stay tuned. Hill has already played various roles during the 2 OTA practices open to the media in May. And one, he had his hand in the dirt as a fullback. Hill has less than 20 snaps at running back, according to True Media. In another practice, he was being utilized as a receiving tight end. Taysom has been phenomenal here early, Kubiak said at the beginning of OTAs. We've been kind of moving him in a lot of spots, and he's done his entire career. Really intelligent guy. So Clint Kubiak saying, listen, to do what all the roles that Taysom has done over the years, you got to be an intelligent guy. And now he's getting a first-hand look up close and realizing, hey, this guy is special. I got to get the ball in his hand. Giving him a lot of volume early, and then we'll start narrowing it down as we get closer to the season. Allen said Hill won't be moving into a full-time fullback role like San Francisco 49ers Kyle Juszczyk, who could be deployed as a blocker but also excelled in the short yardage passing game and had 2 receiving touchdowns last year. Kubiak worked with Kyle Juszczyk in San Francisco last season, but Allen said the new offense would definitely give him some new opportunities. I think Taysom Hill can flourish in any role he embraces, Allen said. I think there's a lot of things he can do. I think there's going to be a learning process that goes along with this. But there's a lot of different things that he can do, and I wouldn't say a lot of it is totally different from some of the things he's done in the past for us. I think with a new staff in here and a new scheme, we're going to look at, okay, what can Taysom do, and where can we utilize him in this scheme? Where can he help us win football games? Wherever you put him on the field and you put the ball in his hand, he's just a damn football player and a hell of a football player, period. It's unusual to see a player evolve in his career at Hill's age. He would be 34 when the season began September 8th, and it's the 3rd oldest player on the roster. Although he has less NFL experience than most players his age due to his career starting at age 27. He has also long been one of the most unique players on the roster. He had his jersey sent to the Pro Football Hall of Fame last year after joining the NFL's 10-10-10 club. With 27 career rushing touchdowns, 11 receiving touchdowns, and 11 passing touchdowns. Excuse me, family. That uniqueness has often led to speculation about the future and how long he could thrive with the Saints while playing so many roles. That speculation didn't die down this offseason after the Saints left his contract untouched. Unusual for a team that routinely restructures contracts to get salary cap compliant. Hill accounts for $15.7 million against the cap this year. He has 2 years left on the deal. Though the Saints can move on next year if they wish, New Orleans would save $4.6 million against the salary cap and have $11 million in dead money if it chooses to release Hill in 2025. But it's clear the Saints still envision a big role for Hill, who led or tied the team in combined rushing and receiving touchdowns in 2022 and 2023. Certainly, you want to be at a place that you want to be wanted, right? Like someone that has a vision for you, Hill said. And Clint and I had sat down and had a great conversation in the offseason, and he kind of outlined and mapped out how he envisioned me being used. And I would say we had a great, frank conversation. And everything that I've seen to this point has been reflective of that conversation. So Taysom Hill right there is saying that everything that this man said to me when he came to my home to visit me, he has not gone back on. In fact, I'm seeing it now. Derek Cole was talking about being challenged. Taysom Hill's talking about being challenged. damning against the offensive staff last year, mainly one Pete Carmichael. Well, family, take some comments. Jerry says, talk about me as OG everywhere. I believe it should be Taysom Hill everywhere. That's right. Mr. Do It All, J-Lob. You right, brother. Taysom is an all-around football player. He's a hell of a football player. All right. This man, dog dressed like it's 12 noon. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Squeeze me some juice, baby. You got it. You got it, nephew. You got it. There it is right there, baby. Go ahead and pour your big cup of that juice, baby. You know, if you want to add your little something in it, you know, get a little kick, that's okay too. But I'm going to leave that up to you. All right, family. Now, listen. When we come back, family, we're going to talk about a player who's in his 30s, who's a Super Bowl champion, who's one of the, I think, greatest safeties to play the game of football in the National Football League. I think this player will one day be in Canton. I think I don't know if it might not be first ballot, but he's going to get a yellow jacket, I believe. And oh, by the way, he just happens to be a New Orleans native. We'll be right back, family. Welcome, all sports fans. I'm Dolph Jackson, one of the hosts of the Come On In Sports Network, a brand new sports network catered to sports heads like yourselves. Here on the Come On In Sports Network, we'll be covering the latest topics and current sporting news from around the world, such as baseball, football, basketball, and more. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, and come on in. How you doing? Come on in. The Come On In Sports Network invites you to join us for the 9th annual Kelly Mills Fundamentals of Football Camp. This year's camp will be Saturday, June 29th at 9 a.m. at Harrell Playground in New Orleans, Louisiana. Donations are welcome, and if you would like to be a guest speaker, please contact the legendary Coach Rock at 504-417-2529. See you then. All right, family, welcome back. Welcome back. The next player I'm talking about is the Honey Badger, St. Augustine High School, New Orleans, Louisiana. Bayou Bengal Tiger, LSU. Started out in Arizona with Patrick Peterson. Went to Kansas City. Got that hardware. Arguably one of the best ever to do it. And I'm just not being a homer. Tyrann Mathieu, to the chagrin of some of y'all, because a lot of y'all, some of y'all in here right now, and a lot of you gonna be watching this on replay, who were talking about Tyrann his first season when he got here, and he was trying to adjust, and toward the end of the season when he started to play like Tyrann Mathieu, because I got on his ass too. I got on him because early in the season, remember that game against Carolina when he made a business decision, and we always like something ain't right. He making business decisions. Well, ever since then, it's been thumbs up. Tyrann's been playing at a high level, a real high level, and by the way, he has the most intercepts of anyone on the New Orleans Saints since joining the team in 2022. So take that for a guy who's supposed to be over the hill. In fact, ESPN has ranked Tyrann Mathieu as one of the best safeties in the National Football League. This is courtesy of our brothers at Thanks Wire USA and our brother Sig, Mr. John Sigler. Shout out to Tyrann Mathieu. The New Orleans Saints safety is aging like fine wine. And he earned a spot on Touchdown Wire's list of the 11 best safeties in the NFL for his efforts in 2023. He'll continue to be a major playmaker and leader in the secondary for New Orleans. But here's why Touchdown Wire's Doug Farr argues MATHIEU is so special. Through the years, Tyrann Mathieu's deployment metrics from season to season have been unpredictable, to say the least. The Cardinals picked MATHIEU in the 3rd round of the 2013 draft and had him as a primary slot defender most of the time. 1 year with the Texans in 18 had him more as a versatile rover. That was the first season in which MATHIEU had at least 300 snaps at free box and slot. MATHIEU signed with the Chiefs in 2019, just in time for Steve Spagnuolo to really let him bloom in that role. That got him a 3-year, $27 million deal with the Saints in 2022. Last season in Dennis Allen's defense, MATHIEU was more of a deep third player with 776 snaps as a high safety, 210 in the box and 191 in the slot. He was good for 54 solo tackles and 19 stops in coverage. He allowed 21 catches on 35 targets for 249 yards. 194 yards after the catch, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 8 passes he broke up, and an opponent passing rating of 70.7. 2023 marked MATHIEU's highest rate of deployment in the deep third that he's ever had, which is a pretty interesting construct for a 31-year-old guy. But he handled it with aplomb, showing the kind of route matching and robber skills you expect from a much younger player. Farr ranked MATHIEU as the 8th best among his peers. Again, this gentleman has TYRANN as the 8th best safety in the National Football League. And that's, along with his peers in the NFC South, the highest paid safety in the National Football League, Antonio Whitfield Jr., the great Jesse Bates of the Atlanta Falcons, and Xavier Woods of the Carolina Panthers. The Saints are betting big on MATHIEU continuing to play at a high level. They released his tag team partner Marcus May earlier this season, while tapping Jonathan Abram and Jordan Howden to compete for the now vacant spot in the lineup. MATHIEU turned 32 in May and agreed to a renegotiated contract that will keep him in New Orleans through the 2025 season. So he's entrenched as a starter for the foreseeable future. Hopefully, he can maintain the high standards he set. No Saints player, here we go, and this is where I got this from, family. No Saints player has intercepted more passes than MATHIEU, 7, since he joined the team. So take that for everyone who's out there saying that TYRANN was over the hill, he was done, he was washed up. Not so fast, my friend. TYRANN Mathieu is still playing at a high level, and he's the leader back there in that secondary, man. All right, take some more of your comments. Yeah, Mr. Do It All. Okay, that was earlier. We got some more. Honey Barrier is the truth. Booker says, do you think DeMario will get a gold jacket? Hell, he unprojected, bro. Yeah. I mean, since he came from the Jets and here, bro, he been playing like a Hall of Famer, bro. He's been a multi-time All-Pro. He's made the Pro Bowls. He hasn't missed games. I think he's had at least 100 tackles just about every year. I think DeMario Davis gets a gold jacket. I think he's that good, man. I think we're watching. Saints got 3 Hall of Famers on defense: Cam, DeMario, and TYRANN. So enjoy them while we got them, family. And they're playing, and they're still playing. I know a lot of you gonna say, well, man, Cam, we don't know about Cam because last year Cam was playing injured through most of that season. Don't worry, Cam will bounce back this year and still give you a high level. And if y'all didn't notice, what has Cam Jordan been saying for years he didn't want to do? That was what? Move inside, right? How about all of a sudden, have y'all seen the change? Because he's trying to get these young dogs on the field. He's trying to get Chase on the field. Now, with the loss of Tano, Cam said, "Hey, I'll go inside now." So it's just these little nuggets that are coming out of camp as we're listening to these players, man, and how they are talking and feeling. There seems to be a new hope, man, a new sense of things getting done. And I think the hiring of Clint Kubiak has not just energized the offense, it's energized the defense too. Because they're like, hey, now we got an offensive system that, first of all, is going to challenge us in practice and get us ready for our opponents this season that run this outside zone scheme. And also, if this system is right, this guy is going to take advantage and use the playmakers on that offense correctly. And we won't have to carry as much of the weight as we've been doing the last 2 years. But again, Tyrann Mathieu, man, still playing at a high level, man. Shout out to Tyrann family. All right, family. Our next one. There he is. Alvin Kamara. Jamal Williams, Mims, Kendre Miller. We know the New Orleans Saints the last 2 years have struggled to run the ball. But despite all of that, despite that, family, the Saints have, hold on, let me find it for you. I got it. What I do with it? Yeah, let me get it for you. The Saints have a top 10 running back room. ESPN ranks the Saints as the number 10 unit in the National Football League. And hey, Taysom's back there too, So ESPN ranks Saints running backs room top 10 in the NFL. And here's a quick countdown. Right now, they got the Cowboys as having the worst running back room in the National Football League at 32. With the return of Ezekiel Elliott, Enrico Dow, Deuce Vaughn, and Royce Freeman, I don't think that room's that bad. They have Cincinnati ranked 31. Zach Moss, Chase Brown. They got the Raiders coming in at number 30. Number 29, the Los Angeles Chargers. You don't even know who their running back is. He ain't take time to even mention it. Number 28, same with the Broncos. They had the Broncos with the 28 ranked running back room in the league heading into the season. Number 27, the New York Fighting Giants, baby. Devin Singletary, Tyrone Trace. I like Devin Singletary. I think Devin Singletary is a good running back, man. But the Giants are ranked 27th. Number 26 is the Carolina Panthers, Jonathan Brooks, Chuba Hubbard, Miles Sanders, and Rashad Penny. I don't think that's a bad back. That's the kind of good backfield right there. Brooks, Hubbard, Miles Sanders, and Rashad Penny. It's about help with them. They're talented, man. But they got the Panthers coming in at number 26. Number 25 is the Cleveland Browns, who just a few years ago had the best 1-2 punch, best running back room in the NFL. Now Nick Chubb coming off a season-ending injury, Jerome Ford, Nyheim Hines, and Deontay Foreman. The Browns come in at number 25. Number 24 is the Minnesota Vikings, led by former Minnesota Viking running back Aaron Jones. They're number 24. The Buffalo Bills come in at number 23. Young James Cook, can he take the next step? Their Bills are 23. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Rachaad White, Bucky Irvin, Chase Edmonds, and Sean Tucker. The Bucks come in at number 22. The Tennessee Titans are 21. You better watch them. Tony Pollard and Tyjae Spears. And that Hassan Haskins is kind of sneaky good too. The Titans come in preseason ranked with the 21st ranked running back room. Number 20 is the Arizona Cardinals. James Conner, Trey Benson, Michael Carter lead the way. The Houston Texans are 19. Joe Mixon, Damian Pierce, and you're 19? I don't know about that one, but hey, they got the Texans ranked 19th. Number 18 is the New England Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, Antonio Gibson, Kevin Harris lead the way. Number 17, the Chicago Bears. DeAndre Swift, Roshan Johnson. Look for this ranking to go up, because I like both of those backs. And how the hell the Chiefs are 16 with this kid right here, I don't know, but they got the Chiefs 16, man. Number 15 that comes in is the Los Angeles Rams. Kyron Williams, Blake Corum from Michigan joins the room. The versatile Boston Scott, former Saint and Eagle, and the Rams come in at number 15. The Jacksonville Jaguars are ranked number 14 in this preseason running back room ranking. Number 13 is the Washington Commanders, Brian Robinson Jr., Austin Eckler now joins the group, and Chris Rodriguez. Number 12, the Green Bay Packers, Josh Jacobs, Marshawn Lord, A.J. Dillon is still there, and Emmanuel Wilson. Number 11, those Pittsburgh Steelers, baby, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Cordell Patterson, and I think they go up. They got Cordell Patterson. Cordell Patterson went to the Steelers. Man, that was sneaky good signing right there, finally. The Steelers are 11. By the time the season starts, I look for them to climb. And here go our New Orleans Saints coming in at number 10. Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams, Kendre Miller, and Jordan Mims, who a lot of people have been impressed with during the 00 season so far. And Jordan Mims, that is your running back from the New Orleans Saints have the number 10 ranked preseason running back room in the National Football League, according to ESPN. All right. Saints Hall of Famer. I got a question for y'all. Yes, Alvin Kamara will be a Saints Hall of Famer. Will Alvin Kamara be a Canton Hall of Famer when he make it to the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Or does he still have work to do? Let me know in the chat right quick, family. Don't forget, DJ Dallas signed with the Cardinals earlier this year. Yeah. Jerry says, I'm cool with us at number 10. All right. Well, little family, that's going to do it for your juice of the day. It's a special late night edition, and if you're watching the re-airing of it this Wednesday morning at 9:30, thank you. I need everybody who is live now, either on the original show or you're watching it this Wednesday morning. I need you all to smash that like button. I need you to set your notification bell. And also set your notification bells for tonight, because tonight we will be live tonight as our special guest will be the host of the Lead Houston. Mr. Dugan will come through. We'll be talking Texans football, family. Hey, from worst to first, the Texans did that last year, won the division, won the playoff game, went to the divisional round, and now with some solid offseason moves, the Houston Texans, in less than a calendar year, are now legitimate Super Bowl contenders in the preseason. We'll see when the season starts, but right now, if you're a Houston Texans fan, sky's the limit right now. Makes you just sit and wonder, like, damn, how does it feel to have a competent head coach? I'm just speaking facts. Y'all know what it is. All right, family, look, That's gonna do it. I'm about to get on out here. I want to thank everybody for being here. And listen, I want to remind everybody, I need y'all. If you're gonna be, matter of fact, listen, to all our family members in the Gulf South, I'm talking Mississippi, Alabama. Come on down. Come on in June the 29th. Coach's 9th annual football camp, but also it's going to be a meet and greet, family. Come on out and talk and meet Coach and myself. We want to meet you live in person. We want to break bread with you. We want to sit down and talk to you face to face, family. Come on in. All the family members, let's come together, make this a bigger, an even better, bigger event. Of course, it's all about the kids, but then hey, it's about us too, man. As a family. Listen, if you would like to donate, please contact Coach. If you he still needs speakers, still needs donation. That's time, that's food, that's if you want to help donate cleats, gloves, or anything for the kids, anything that you would like to help Coach out with, please reach out to Coach and do that. Also, family, we will be live Thursday night on the Come On In Sports Network channel. I need everybody to go over to the Come On In Sports Network channel. I think I put the link in the chat at the beginning. I need y'all to hit that, family. Go over there, subscribe to the channel, as we will be live after game 1 of the NBA Finals with Come On In NBA, the recap show. Joining me will be Zach and nonfiction of Real Fan Sports. Carlos might come through. Coach may come through. And listen, we're going to open the lines as game 1 of the NBA Finals gets on the way Thursday night. Dallas taking on the Boston Celtics. I got the Mavericks in 6, though I think it's going 7, 6 or 7. I'm riding with the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks get it done in the finals this year. And if the Mavericks do win, who gets traded? Who gets let go in Boston? Well, that's for another show, family, and we'll talk about that then. But until then, family, y'all know how we do when we get out of here. Love and who that. And I'll talk to everybody later. And we out. How you doing? Come on in. The Come On In Sports Network invites you to join us for the 9th annual Kelly Mills Fundamentals of Football Camp. This year's camp will be Saturday, June 29th at 9 a.m. at Harrell Playground in New Orleans, Louisiana. Donations are welcome, and if you would like to be a guest speaker, please contact the legendary Coach Rock at 504-417-2529. See you then.
The Come On In Sports Network.